Hello, lovelies. You're welcome to another class. If a dog maintains eye contact with a cat on a tree, they form an angle with their line of sight. Do you know what these angles are called? Do you know what this angle is called? Or this angle? In this video, we'll be discussing angles of elevation and depression. The angle formed by the dog of the cat on the tree with the horizontal is called angle of elevation. And the angle formed with the horizontal when the cat on the tree looks at the dog is called angle of depression. The line of sight is also called the horizontal. Now, the angle of depression and the angle of elevation are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. Therefore, in this particular example, the angle of elevation and the angle of depression are equal. What this means is that if the angle of elevation is 30 degrees, the angle of depression will also be 30 degrees. I hope you got this. Two boys use a clinometer to find the angle of elevation of the top of a tree, as you can see. They also measure the distance of the tree from the observer and the height of the observer's eye above the ground. We can use angle of elevation to find the height of the tree. First, let's make a sketch of this scenario. The tree is 12 meters away from the observer and the observer's eye is 1.6 meters above the ground. And they measured the angle of elevation as 28 degrees. How do we find the height of this tree? First, we'll choose a suitable scale because 12 meters is obviously very long and 1.6 meters is long. So, we'll choose a suitable scale so that we can redraw this diagram according to this scale in centimeters. Let's choose a scale of 1 centimeters to 2 meters. This means that to express the meters in centimeters, we will divide the value in meter by 2. 12 meters will be 12 divided by 2, which is equal to 6 cm. Similarly, 1.6 will be 1.6 meters divided by 2. And 1.6 divided by 2 is 0.8 cm. Now, we have all the values of the meters in centimeters. So take your meter rule and let's draw this line. Note that instead of 12 meters, we will now use 6 cm. Have you made that line? Okay, this is your line of 6 cm. Let's call this line segment GH. Next, we are going to draw this line, which is the line of the eye of the observer from the ground. 1.6 meters is now 0.8 cm. Now take your meter rule and draw this line, which is 0.8 cm. Have you done so? If GH is 6 cm, this line will also be 6 cm. Take your rule and draw this line 6 cm. Good, you're doing well. Let's go ahead and measure the angle of elevation, which is 28 degrees. So take your protractor and let's do so. Have you done so? While you do so, you can label these points line EB. Now, if you take your compass and measure 28 degrees, your line will exactly be at this point. This is our 28 degrees. The The last thing to do in drawing the accurate figure of this scenario is to join line H to this point. And yes, this is the accurate drawing of this scenario. Let's call this point T. HT is the height of the tree. Now take a meter rule and measure HT. If you do so, just like I am doing, you find out that your HT is 3.95 centimeters. But this is the height of the tree according to scale. So let's convert back to meters. To do so, it's simple. Multiply the value you have in cm by 2 meters, since we used a scale of 1 centimeters to 2 meters. So the height of the tree will be 3.95 cm times 2. 3.95 times 2 is equal to 7.9 meters. This is approximately 8 meters. So the height of the tree is 8 meters. Good. I hope you understand this. So don't forget, if you're asked to find length or height using angle of elevation or depression, first, choose a scale. Secondly, draw an accurate figure using your choosing scale. If you have done so, measure the required length with a ruler. And lastly, you calculate the original length using the scale. I hope you understand this. Now take a look at this. Answer the question by making a scale drawing. Choose a suitable scale. Find the height of the flagpole in the figure to the nearest half meters. Do you remember how I said you should go about this? What you should do first is choose a suitable scale. If I was to solve this question, I will choose a scale of 1 centimeters to 2 meters. Next, you draw the diagram, which will be a triangle with the choosing scale. And next, you use your meter rule to measure the flagpole. Your measurements would be in centimeters. So lastly, you convert that centimeters back to meters by multiplying by 2. If you do this, you should have your answer as 8.5 meters. I hope you understand this. We have come to the end of this lesson. Answer the evaluation questions beneath this video and take your tasks. Until next time, bye.